Known for its iconic architecture and beautiful beaches, there are many reasons to visit Sydney. This is Katie from Creative Travel Guide, and today we share the things to know before you go to Sydney. Looking for more travel tips? Make sure to hit subscribe and ring that notification bell. So firstly, let's look at the best time to visit. The best time to visit Sydney is during the spring months of September to November and autumn, which is March to May. During these times, the weather is mild and pleasant, and there are fewer tourists compared to the peak summer season. Additionally, these periods offer a variety of outdoor activities and events, making it ideal for exploring the city's attractions. Next, let's look at getting there. Most people will arrive in Sydney via air, flying into the Sydney Kingsford Smith International Airport, which is well connected to cities worldwide. If you are visiting or living in other areas of Australia, you can visit Sydney via the interstate and regional trains, arriving at Sydney Central Station, providing connections from cities across Australia, or use the long-distance bus services, and cruise ships often stop at Sydney Harbour, which is a major cruise destination, with ships docking at Overseas Passengers Terminal and White Bay Cruise Terminal. So now let's look at how to get around. Once you are in the city, you can use public transportation like the trains, buses, ferries and light rail. Get yourself an Opal card, which is a smart card ticketing system used across these services. Buses run frequently throughout the city and suburbs, including a night service, while Sydney ferries operate from Circular Quay to various destinations around Sydney Harbour, offering scenic views and a great way to get around. There is also a light rail system which connects the inner city with nearby suburbs, and taxis and ride shares are available, including Uber, Ola and Didi. You could choose the bike sharing and e-scooter services which are available in some areas, and there are dedicated bike lanes and paths for cyclists. Of course, before your trip you will need to know the typical prices. So hostels begin at around 25 Australian dollars per night, whilst a private room in the hostel will cost you around $80 per night. Mid-range hotel rooms begin at around 150 to 200 Australian dollars per night, whilst luxury hotel rooms will begin at around 400 per night. Budget meals at fast food restaurants and cafes can be found for under 20 Australian dollars per meal, whilst a mid-range sit-down meal will cost you between $20 to $40 per main course. So Sydney can be an expensive place to visit, but there are definitely ways that you can save some money. Firstly, when it comes to accommodation, make sure to book in advance. The earlier the booking often results in lower prices, and look at the many hostels available in the city. This is a popular place for backpackers, so there are plenty of hostels to choose from. If you are travelling as a family or group of friends, then consider Airbnb with affordable rentals all over the city. When it comes to getting around, make sure to use that public transportation system we mentioned earlier, and also try to walk or bike, as many attractions are within walking or biking distance from one another. Eat at the food courts to save money on meals. These can be found in the shopping centres all over the city, and take advantage of lunch deals, especially in the downtown area. There are plenty of free attractions that you can enjoy, such as beaches, the Royal Botanic Garden, and some museums will offer free days as well. And you can also save money by getting yourself a Sydney Attraction Pass. These are available on Get Your Guide and include many of the main attractions in the city. Sydney has so many things to see and do, so let's look at some of them now. Of course, you have to start off with the Sydney Opera House, taking a guided tour or watching a performance at this iconic landmark. You can walk or climb the Sydney Harbour Bridge for spectacular views of the harbour, but also make sure to relax or surf along Bondi Beach. Not far from the Sydney Opera House is the beautiful Royal Botanic Garden, ready for you to explore, but also head to the Rocks, a historic area with cobblestone streets, markets and pubs. Get a 360-degree view of the city from the Sydney Tower Eye, and then take a ferry to see the popular Manly Beach. Chinatown is the place to go for delicious food and vibrant culture, but also make sure to take a day trip over to the Blue Mountains. We will leave a link to a tour for that in the description below, but here you can enjoy hiking, scenic views and the famous Three Sisters Rock Formation. and then finish off your day at Circular Quay, a vibrant waterfront area home to ferries, street performers and restaurants. Watch this video to find out the best things to do in Sydney. Then to find out about the best places to visit in Australia, watch this video. We hope you have an incredible time in Sydney and stay creative.